Hello, this is Marcus. On this channel, I talk about Eldiron, my creator for retro CRPGs. If you are interested in retro RPGs, please give me a like and subscribe or join my Patreon. So in the newest version of Eldiron, we have a new tile picker and a procedural node graph for creating tiles. And I would like to introduce them shortly here. First, the tile picker here is now more like a board. The tiles are sticky, so if you move them into a new position, they will stick to that position. That's differently than it worked before. And this way you can create, when you put tiles which belong together, and you can see, and it's much more convenient to have similar nodes together. If you drag and drop them here onto the border, the board expands. Another new thing is we have tile groups and node groups. Tile groups are ti- nodes which or tiles which belong together. If you want to break down a bigger structure of tiles into individual tiles, you can put them here into the tile group and it apply them all at once to a surface. So you see that this structure is repeated on the surface. And this way, you don't need, with the rec tool, to draw them individually. That is a good thing. I don't have tiles right now which make up a bigger structure out of individual tiles. So I just use this as an example. But you can see that if you only paint them with a rec tool, it's quite an effort to create bigger structures. So this way you can just drag and drop tiles into the tile group and then apply them in one go. I think this is much easier. Now, the next thing are node groups. And this is groups of nodes which are created procedurally. If we click on here, we open the node graph. And here you can see the nodes which make up this wall or stone tile. And it all works by connecting nodes to the tile group output. And here you can also define the output group size. Here it's 3 by 3 nodes, but we can, for example, put in 2 by 2. And you can see it resets to a different structure, or you can make 4 by 4, or you can make it vertical, whatever you like. But this is just also in the same vein, a good way to create larger stone or procedural structures which can span larger surface areas to make it look not so repetitive. This here, this is a node graph. You can add different nodes here, and you can create layers. You can import or export graphs. You can define how the preview works. And in here, the basic input is a borrow node, which is a noise type of noise. And we jitter it a bit to make it look a bit jittered on the edges. And then with the ID node, we mask the different areas and apply individual surface area with the disk noise here and subtract that from the height map. So there's all these nodes, they create a height map, and you can then colorize this height map with different colors. For example, we could also put this to red, and you would see there's a red output. But I don't like that too much. The same we did here with this. We use the box divide, which is like a procedural set of pavers together, and then we applied the same noise to create this kind of patterns on the floor. Let's actually apply this to the floor. So you see this was a very easy way to create a good looking ground floor. Yeah, I mean, of course, with these node graphs, we have an unlimited amount of variety, and they always tile automatically. So there's always a seamless tiling going on. And it's perfect for dungeons and similar scenes. And the next thing is also that it supports particles. When you look at this particle setup, which you can actually create by add utility particle template, you see that here we create this particle flame, and I use that here on the when you see on the torch for the output of the builder graph. I will do a separate video about the builder graph, which you can do basic shapes like this torch holder. And if we select here the vertex, which this torch holder is attached to, you can see the outputs. Here's a flame, torch, and base. We can just apply these tiles to these outputs of the builder graph. The whole idea about this setup is that in the future, in the near future, we have a treasury. People can create tiles, can create procedural tiles, can create particles, can create builder graphs for furniture or something. And then we share that over the treasury so that everybody can access it and gets new tiles. But this is not yet implemented. Okay, this is a short introduction to procedural tiles. Hope you like it, and see you in the next video.